Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Mr. Gaddy's Sports Network. Tonight we have a very exciting game for you for the two teams of FaronYoung and the Knockers. At bat will be FaronYoung first, and leading off for FaronYoung is going to be Jay Stanley, number 3. He's first baseman. And he drills one over into left field. Is he going to be a single out of that one? Yeah. That's number 18, and that ain't Stanley. Well, bear with us if we get the names and numbers mixed up, folks. This is the way they're handed to me. So, we got a man on first for FaronYoung. And that's number 19, that's Collier, who's the catcher for FaronYoung. He's at bat now, a little swing, he pops that one up behind him for strike one. And he hums that one over into left center, which is going to be caught, and that is one away for FaronYoung, which sends number 18, who I just don't know his name yet. I'll try to find that out. Okay, that is... Oh, you got 2 Stanleys. I just was called. 3 Yeah, right. 3 of you. Okay, that's Jay Stanley right there on first base as we get the mix-up here straightened out. So he's not number 3. He's number 18. So this is wrong here on the roster, but that's okay. We'll learn to live with it. And that's going to be number 14, Hutchison, pounding one deep, deep, deep. It's gone. It's all the way down the hill back there. I believe he's going to get a roundhouse on that one. Yes, sirree, Bob. All the way. That's a home run for B. Hutchison, who's playing left field tonight. So, with 1 away, the score now is 2 for FaronYoung. And, of course, the Knockers have not yet been to bat, so they have yet to score. So we're looking at 2 here at the top of the first as they're searching for the ball down in the bayou. We'll quickly run down this roster for you real fast. For FaronYoung, starting off, is going to be Stanley first base, Collier center field, Hutchison left field, F. Stanley right center, Gwynn shortstop, King third base, Dotson second base. I believe that's Trammell right field, and another Stanley, M. Stanley at left center. So, to bat right now, that's going to bring up number 69, F. Stanley, who's right center. So there's still 1 away, and he pounds that ball. It's going deep, deep, deep. He's out of there. A nice catch by center fielder for the they're commenting on my commenting over here. Ball was put away out there by the left center fielder. Nice catch on the Knockers team. So that's 2 away for FaronYoung, bringing Gwynn to bat. And Gwynn, a swing and a miss. A nice breeze by that bat. Very well appreciated over here. Please do it again. Just teasing, folks. So is Skeet, the pitcher, looks over the situation, throws one in there. I believe that's going to be a ball. So we got a 1-1 count. And yes, it is. Ooh, and he got a piece of that one. It's all the way over to shortstop. A nice attempt there. Is he going to go for 2? No, they're holding him back. They got him back to first. That's number 9, Gwynn, who's playing shortstop for FaronYoung. Slipped that one right down the center line there. Nice effort by 10 on the Knockers part, who is Will Scott, the shortstop. Just couldn't quite get to the ball in time. Had a little pepper on that one. That's going to bring King up to bat for FaronYoung. King's playing third base this evening. Wish I had a few stats on these fellas, and I'd be more than happy to relay them to you folks. But at this point, who knows? So we've got 2 away, 2 runs scored so far for FaronYoung. And, ooh, a nice nice pound, and that one goes right down that third base line. And he's going to go home. No, he's not. He's going to second base. So that's number 12, King, going to have a nice stand-up double on a hard-hit ball out to left field, right down the third base line. So there's 2 away. We have 2 men on. And that's going to bring Dotson, the second baseman, up to bat for Faron Young. And there's the pitch. Hey, right. You heard it from here. To the count, 0-1. Here's the pitch. And he hammers it. It's a little popper right up over here, coming back to first baseman. He drops the ball. Ooh, that sends 1 man home. There goes 2 men home, and he slides into second. Ooh, a nice little pop-up fly ball right there. Just a little hot, apparently, for number 9. That was Henderson dropping the ball. Second baseman coming back. I just must have taken his eye off of it just for a second, but a nice try, a nice try. Well, that brought 2 more in for Faron Young, so the score now 4-0. Of course, we're still in the top of the first inning here, so it's still anybody's ball game. There is 2 outs, though, and we have another man on base. That was Dotson who just hit that ball, bringing up Trammell, who's playing right field today. Number 22 for Faron Young at bat now. Trammell looks over, and he gets a piece of that one, and it's right between third base and shortstop. That's going to be an error on their fault, and that brings another run home. A nice RBI for Trammell. Of course, Dotson's going to get 2 accredited to his statistics. So that brought him in. That's bringing 2 more in, so that's going to be 6 now. Excuse me, 1 more in. My apologies, folks. That's going to be 5 for Faron Young. And that is another, that one goes foul. He pulls out and fouls. Another Stanley. That's Mike Stanley there. He's playing the left center field position for Faron Young at bat as he fouls that one left. Got a little too much of that one. So I believe that'll be a 1-1 count for him. We've got a man on first. 2 away. Count 1-1. Here's the pitch. And he hammers it again. He pulling that ball all the way around. So that's 2. That's a 1-2 count. This could be all the potatoes right here. And there's the pitch. He looks it over, and he pounds it again. Can he pull that ball? So that's 3 strikes for 3 fouls. That's the 3rd out with the score. At the top of the first inning for Faron Young, we have 5 with the Knockers coming to bat to show us what they can do. We'll be right back. To the bottom of the first half. With the score right now, Faron Young in the lead, 5, with the Knockers at bat. And that's going to be Rick Maddox, left center field, and Rick taps that one over to third baseman. Stanley, ooh, a tight throw. He got him. He's out of there. Good throw by third baseman Stanley, I've got to admit. Excuse me, that's King. Oh, I apologize. King, I can see you sitting there right now going, who's this dumb... Oop, better not say that. There might be some children out there in the audience. This crazy guy. Can't he read a score? Can't he read a sheet or what? Sorry about that, Mr. King. Good throw. So that's 1 away for the Knockers. That's going to bring up number 45, third baseman Steve Mock. Steve looks it over, pops it straight up. Is he going to get it? Ooh, very close. The fans are covering their heads as he hits it, pops it behind him, right over into the Faron Young grandstand. There's the pitch. A nice line drive right between third and the short. Good place to put him as he's going to get a single out of that. So Steve Mock, man on first. So we have 1 away, a man on first, and that's going to bring up Will Scott, the shortstop, to hit for the Knockers. Will's looking over the plate, and there's the pitch. A little low. Ball 1. Ooh, and he got a piece of that one right down the center line, right to center field. And there goes 45 around to third. They're going to try to cut him off. Is he going to make it? He's in there. He's safe. As you saw the ump right there on top of that. He bet he wishes he has on long pants. That was Mock, I believe. Sliding in there. Yeah, 45 Mock. A nice hit by Scott, the shortstop. So there's a double. Still 1 away. And that brings up Mike Wingo, right center fielder. Mike looks him over. Pitching for FaronYoung tonight is, I don't know. It's not on here. We'll try to get that information for you. It's 17, whoever that is, and it's probably either, no, well, I don't know who's pitching. So we'll try to find out and get that information to you. So Wingo at bat, who's playing right center for the Knockers. Looking the ball over, strike. And the pitch. Boom, a nice little ball. It's going to be fair. Fair ball. That is a fair ball. And there goes in one. And here comes in two. And what are they going to call it here? They're two bases. Okay, that's right. All he gets is two because it did bounce foul. But it was in long enough to count. So a good hustle effort by FaronYoung getting that ball back in here. And that brings up Gary Barnes, first baseman, number 66 for the Knockers. Gary looks like he's ready, and he is. There goes the ball. A nice hop to second. Shortstopper, and over to first. Ooh, he got him. He is out of there. So that's two away for FaronYoung. Excuse me, for the Knockers. FaronYoung playing some heads-up ball out here. Nice play by the shortstop there on FaronYoung, who is Gwynn. Held that runner right there on second. He wasn't going anywhere. And here's the pitch. That brings up, ooh, number 3. Taps it right but over second baseman. That's going to be Skeet. Skeet's pumping. There goes another run in. And Skeet goes to second with a nice stand-up double. So we still have two away. That brought in one more run. So I believe that's 3 if I've been keeping track correctly. If I'm wrong, bear with me. I will find out. The game's getting so exciting, I'm taking my eye off his home plate, and there goes another hard hit. That's going to be Wills. Wills out to left center. Wills going to get a stand-up double. Is he there? He's safe, and another run home. That's a good one for the stats right there. So I believe that should be 4. I believe that's going to be 4 for the Knockers. So the Knockers definitely showing us that they can play ball also here in this first inning. That they are a power-hitting team. So that brings up Henderson, the second baseman. Henderson looks it over and pumps one good right to the pitcher, and he's out of there, bringing us to a close at the bottom of the first half with the score. FaronYoung 5, the Knockers 4. We'll be right back. Welcome to the top of the second inning here with the score 5-4 in favor of FaronYoung. FaronYoung at bat now. That's going to be number 17, and I just don't have his number, so and he was the pitcher also, and I'm sorry, folks, but it's just not on the roster. I will try to find out for you here, though. The mystery man at this point in the game. Okay, I'll get back to you just in a sec. Danny was hit that ball. I'll find exactly who he is just in a minute. Nice hit there, though. Good recovery. Everybody came in and covered each other there on the plate. Held him to a single. Okay, that's Danny Lane, the pitcher. He just informed us. And I guess that will be Stanley. We'll find out here. Hang on. Oh, deep to left field. That's an out. He's out of there. And, yeah, that's Stanley. So we're back at the top of the batting roster. So there's one away. And that's going to bring Billy Collier up, the catcher, for FaronYoung. And we got a man on first and one away. And here's the pitch. And there he goes. He pounds that one over to left field, and it looks like number 2. That's 2. That brings Lane back to first base. So, that's 3 up, 2 away. These boys are keeping them up in the air, and that's what you don't want to do in this game. Okay. That's going to be Hutchison up, who plays left field. We got Lane on first base, the pitcher. Hutch looks it over, stands there, he's not interested. And he's interesting stance. Kind of, well, he's just letting them stand there. Must be some strategy on the part of Hutchison. Seems like he got a hold of one last time. Oh, there it is. Boom, boom, boom. It's a good ball. It's all the way. He dropped it. And he holds up at second. A nice stand-up double as he drops the second baseman drops the ball. That's number 9, Henderson, I believe it is. Yeah, Bert Henderson for the Knockers. Burton having a little problem hanging on to the ball tonight. That's a couple he's dropped. Left field, though, who did actually drop the initial fly, was Kurt Wills. And here comes another deep pop-up. It's going to center field. It's been signaled and called for, and that's 3 away. So that was 69, tying up the game there with, ending the first half of the second half. Come on, Chip, you can talk. I'm sure you can. that was Stanley who just hit that ball. I'll get it straight here, folks. We've called 8 games already today, and the tongue is getting tired. So, at the top of the second, the score is still 6-5 in favor of Faron Young. We'll be back. Well, we're not going to be back. We're still right here. We're just going to keep on going. Yeah, game still 5-4. That brings up number 42 for the Knockers. Bill Hess, catcher rather. Ooh, he got that ball, and he's safe at first. A little pepper ball came right to second baseman on Faron Young. That was Dotson. Hit him right below the kneecaps. If it didn't hurt him, it sure sounded rough over on this side. Okay. So they got a man on. They're still trailing by 1 here in the bottom of the second inning. That's 13. Another unknown man here on, no, it's not either. That's Nash. I'm sorry. Mark Nash playing right field for the Knockers. Hey, he doesn't like to look at that, so 1-1 count, I believe. Here's the pitch. Lane delivers. And he pops it straight up. Nash is going right to, well, now that's how you get confused there. We had about 3 of them calling for it. But first baseman Stanley comes over and makes the catch. Lane kind of looking disgusted with him there. I heard them both hollering for the ball, so it's happened to me before, guys. But fact of the matter is, that's 1 away. So a man on first, 1 out. That's going to bring... let's see, where are we? That should be Maddox up to bat, back at the top for the Knockers. So with 1 out, 1 man on, the score is still 5-4. No score so far on the bottom of the second. Or no scores so far on the bottom of this whole second inning. Ooh, and he pounds that one over to left field. Yes, sir. And there goes 42 to second base. A nice little stand-up single for Rick Maddox. That'll go in the old books. So there's still 1 away. Okay, and that brings up Steve Mock, number 45, who's the third baseman for the Knockers, as Steve looks him over and lets him go. Strike! The count, 0-1. As Lane, the pitcher for Faron, looks over the bases. Nice delivered pitch. And he pounds that one right over third baseman's head, right at the left fielder. And it's bobbled. It's bobbled. That's going to bring 1 home. Here comes the tying run into home. That cut off at third. So the score now tied at 5-5. Nice stand-up double by Steve Mock. Okay, 1 away. The score now tied, 5 even. And here's the pitch. And at bat is going to be, I believe that's Mike Wingo. I believe that's who that should be. Oh, and he pounds that one. No, excuse me, that's Will Scott. Just hit that one deep into left field. And yes, sir, and then he's go. He makes a tag at third. He's running in. And there's another one. That takes him to 6. They are now ahead. 2 away, but they have taken the lead. So now comes Mike Wingo. The last batter who flied out was Will Scott. My apologies, guys. So a very good close game so far here. Both these teams are playing some heads-up ball. That was definitely a nice catch out there. That was Stanley, who's been staying real busy over there in left field this evening for FaronYoung. Now at bat is Danny, and Danny, took a bad hop over second baseman here at FaronYoung. There goes another run home. Danny's held up at first. That's number 25. Now I've got Mike Wingo here. So if you're not Mike Wingo, I apologize. But they're saying Danny from the crowd, so I'm not sure. But now we have a score of 6-5, I believe. And the bugs are starting to bug me. I'm sorry, it was 7. I've just been corrected. Oh, and another error on the part of second baseman on FaronYoung. And there he goes. Is he going to go in? No, he's not, but we have him going to second. That's 66. Greg Barnes holding up at second, which puts Wingo on third. We still have 2 away. The score is 7-5 in favor of the Knockers at this point in the game. They have 2 outs, and that brings Skeet. I believe it's Skeet. Looks like Skeet, the pitcher for the Knockers, and it's popped up right over here by your announcer, Chip Ayers. They're fighting for it. No, they don't get it. And there goes 1 in. There goes 2 in. And Skeet gets a nice stand-up triple off a little pop fly over here to right field. It was just a little lobber. It was just enough over first and just short enough so that right field, who was deep, could not get in to get it in time. He was way back there. So the score now is 9 in favor of the Knockers to 5. FaronYoung with 2 away. A man on second. And Kurt Wills is up to bat, left field for the Knockers. First baseman there, that's Jay Stanley, looking kind of disgusted. And it's going deep to, that would be left center for FaronYoung, who was another Stanley. And that's 3 away. So, as we leave you at the bottom of the second, the score is 9 for the Knockers and 5 for FaronYoung. We'll be right back. And welcome to the top of the third with an exciting ball game here between FaronYoung and the Knockers. The Knockers have taken a dominating lead at the bottom of the second half, but FaronYoung is hot on the trail of return. So, that is going to be at bat for FaronYoung. I'll let you know in a minute. Let's see. That was, I think, Gwynn. I believe that's who it is. I didn't get a chance to see his number, but that's King at third base coming up behind him, so that should be Gwynn. So if it's not, I'm sorry. I'll make up for it in a minute. So he's looking it over. He got a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he pounds that one right to second base. A nice little pickup, and he's out of there. So that's 1 down, 1 up, 1 away. And yes, that was Gwynn, the shortstop. Hey, not too bad for this old announcer. So that brings King up, third baseman. There's the pitch. Hits ball 1. And the pitch, ball 2. As Skeet looks over the situation, pitching for the Knockers, and delivers. Strike! Oh, and he pounds that one right to shortstop. Here comes the throw. He fires that ball over. He's out of there. That's 2 up, 2 away so far. The Knockers playing some dominating ball here in the last inning and in the top of this third inning, rather. As well as the last inning, they played good. So, FaronYoung trying on a comeback here. Can they do it? Strike 1. That will be Dotson, second baseman. Now in batting for FaronYoung, and Dotson looks it over. 1-1 is the count. And here's the pitch. Boom! And it's a nice little pop-up fly coming over here to right field. He's out of there! That's 3 up, 3 down as the Knockers playing a dominating third inning here, bringing the Knockers back to bat. With that fantastic catch by a spectacular catch by Nash. We'll be right back. And now, welcome back to the bottom of the third as players take their positions. And I can tell by the dirt on that Knockers player that is second baseman Henson. I believe so. That's number 9. Henderson. It's either Henderson. I believe that. Oh, and he got a piece of that one over to shortstop. Shortstop fires. He's out of there. That's 1 down. Yep, that was number 9. Bert Henderson, second baseman. A little disappointed with that hit. That's 1 away as they shift the outfield for number 42. Hess. And Hess right to second baseman. He's out of there. Oh, Hess brought the bat with him. He was so disappointed in that hit. So, second baseman number 20 for Faron-Young. Dotson making a good catch and a good play there on that ball. Kind of making up for a couple others that he let get by him. But that's how this game's played. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Which brings us to number 13, Mr. Nash, making that spectacular third-out catch there on the first half of this inning. Strike 1. Now you can see, as we move the umpire out of the way. So it's a 1-1 count to Nash. I believe it's Lane, the pitcher. I still don't have his name on his roster, but I think that's what he told me his name was. Right between his legs as I speak. And that's going to put Nash on first, and he's going to hold him there. Dotson having a little trouble hanging on to it himself also. But they do make the play and hold him at first. So we still have 2 outs. So we have 2 away, a man on first, and Maddox, as we start back up at the top of the list, left center. Maddox pounds one deep, a nice hit ball. That's going to get to second, and they're going to try to go to third. He better get back on second. He drops the ball. He's boo-hoo. So Maddox makes a single out of that as Nash has problems hanging on to second base. You saw it here live on Gaddy Sports Network. We'd like to remind you all that copies of this exciting game are available. Just see me, Chip Ayers, your fantastic announcer, at the end of the game if you'd be interested in copies. I'd also like to give credit at this time to Mr. William, our cameraman, who's doing an excellent, excellent job tonight. And there goes one deep, deep, deep into center field. And he's caught. He's out of there. Which brings us to a close of this third inning with the score still 9-4. The Knockers and 5 for Faron-Young. We'll be right back. And welcome I think we're at the bottom of the third. Hang on a second. Hey, up! Up! Bottom of the third. So, well, nobody really knows where we are, but who gives a damn? All right, he pumps that one over right down the third baseline. That's going to be a good hit. That's a fair ball. He throws to second, stops it, keeps it a single. Nice hit ball by number 22. Trammell playing right field for Faron-Young. So Faron-Young starting this one out with a little more aggression here and getting some folks on the base, which brings up another Stanley. We've got lots of them. This one's M. I guess that's Mike. Of course, it could be Mark. We know it's not Mary, so a little humor there. Kind of like Ewing Oil, yeah. Oh, and he pops one right down the center line. Yes, sir. That's going to be second. He's going to go to third. It's going to be close. He's He's out of there! You saw it here, folks, on Mr. Gaddy's live television. A good thrown ball. They're playing heads-up ball here on this Knocker team. I don't know if I'd have gone for it. That was 22. Trammell being thrown out there at third, but a nice effort and a good hit ball by Stanley, who's playing left center this evening. That's going to be, I believe it's Lane, the pitcher, up. So they got one away. And Lane, the pitcher, at bat. He doesn't like that one. He lets it go. It's 0-2 the count. Oh, wait a minute. I'm just having trouble reading the guy. It should be 2-0 the count. That's 2-1 the count. Or 1-2. Who cares, right? Drink another beer. Fires at the first base. He drops the ball. And he throws it home, and they score. So, number 17, Lane, the pitcher, forcing a play at first, but could not hang on to the ball. That was 66. Barnes, who just had a pepper ball thrown right at him and just a little too hot, little off, had to drew him off the base, therefore he somewhat dropped it. But that brings another run in for FaronYoung, bringing their score to 6. The score now 9-6, still in favor of the Knockers. And we should be back up at the top of the batting order for FaronYoung, which should be Jay Stanley. So, the pitcher delivers. Skeet with the ball. Lane on first, rocking back and forth there. He's ready to go. Strike! I think that's how I can't see what the count is from here, so I'm going to give up trying to call it. And he pounds that one deep, right over third baseman's head, right to left field. And nice single, nice single. So Stanley has a nice little single there, pushing Lane to second base. One away. And that brings up Collier, center fielder. Excuse me, catcher. I'm sorry. So Skeet delivers. And yes, sir, that's Collier. Pops it up to third baseman. Can't get in. Left fielder comes all the way in to make the play. Back to second. He's out of there. It's a double play. You saw it here, folks, live. The camera does not tell tales. That was an excellent call. He just got too far off that bag and could not get back. So, you heard it live right here, folks. Yes, sir. That brings us to a score of 9-6, still in favor of the Knockers as they come to bat. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back. At the bottom of the fourth, score still 9-6 in favor of the Knockers. These teams have both been playing some really good ball tonight, guys. I'm excited. I like calling the game. This beats the hell out of watching those little kids play. Ooh, I shouldn't have said that. I may not have a job. but you know, you can buy me a beer if you want to. I don't even care. What the hey, right? So that was 10 for the Knockers. That was Scott, shortstop, getting a nice little single there. So he's on first. Who's on second? What's on third? No, wait, or is it? Who cares? No, who's on first? Oh, yeah. That brings up Wingo. Playing right center. Strike to Wingo. As Lane is dropping him over the plate. Right down the middle. Again, we hope we haven't offended anyone tonight by this extremely motivated commentator, but it has been a very long, long day. And Wingo pops up to center, to right field, and he's out of there. A nice play by number 22. They're going to hold, that was Trammell, Rick Trammell there, coming in and making that catch. And keeping Scott on first base. So that's one away. Two away, excuse me. Again, it's been a long day. So now we've got Barnes, 66 up, playing first base. Strike one on Barnes. Ball one, 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Barnes don't like that one. Ump looks at it, calls it a ball. Here's the pitch. Ball three. So a 3-1 count to Mr. Barnes. As Mr. Danny Lane delivers. And he gets a piece of that one right to shortstop. Ooh, he's on his face. And here goes 10 rounding. He's fired to third. He's safe. He slides in a nice stand-up double. A nice stand-up double for Greg Barnes. As Scott goes sliding into third with short pants, you know that feels good. So I've been corrected again. I think they just said one out, and that's what I thought they had was one. So there's one away. I was right. There is one away. One away, not two. And there's number 3. That's Don Skeet popping it over here. Here comes in right center, and they goes for home. There he goes. And the throw goes home back to the pitcher as another run comes in. That brings the Knockers to 10. Nice even number. So another scoring run on third if they can get him in. We've got 2 away now. So that's 2 outs, a man on third. They've scored a run here at the bottom of the 4th. And there goes, I believe that was Wills. And Wills makes, and that brings in another run to 11. So Wills hits a nice little popper just over the top of the shortstop's head. Good place to put him. And here comes second baseman Henderson up. So Burt's at bat. 2 away, anything goes. Score 11-6 in favor of the Knockers here at the bottom of the 4th. As the ump dusts off the plate and does a little house cleaning. Lane delivers. Doesn't like what he saw. As Henderson checks things out. He's ready. Here's the pitch. Still a little short. So that's 2. Or 3 rather. 3-1 count, I believe. It's getting dark and just can't see too good. That was right. So, there's 4. He walks him. His first walk of the game. Matter of fact, I think the only walk of the game so far. So, as a number 42, Bill Hess stops up, and here it comes right at the camera. Is he going to hit it? No, but it's close. It was close. As first baseman Greg Barnes comes over, just couldn't quite get to it, but a nice effort on his part. Way to go, Barnes. So Hess pulling him right down this old first base line, and there goes one right to center field. Is it going to get there? No, it takes a bounce, and here comes another run in. Yes, sir, there's 1. And is it 2? Nope, just 1. 2. Is he going? Hey, yep, he gets a complimentary walk in, so that's 11, 12, 13. The score, 13-6 now, as Hess gets a stand-up triple on an error from the outfield. So, FaronYoung getting a little depressed here at this point in the game, but I'm sure they're going to come back as they start chattering it up out here in the field. And to bat for the Knockers is 13, Mark Nash. And Nash gets a strike 1 called on him. As Lane's pitching some pretty balls out there. Oh, and he hits a little blooper right to to Lane, and he's out of there. So, at the bottom of the 4th, with some good hitting on the part of the Knockers, the score is 13 for the Knockers and 6 for FaronYoung. We'll be back. So, welcome back. It's the top of the 5th with the score 13 for the Knockers and 6 for FaronYoung, with FaronYoung at bat. And I believe that's going to be Hutchison at bat. Yeah, I believe it is. Hutchison has the most interesting stance for a batter I've seen in years. Strike 1, so it's a 1-1 count. Just an interesting stand, Hutch, no problem. You hit the hell out of the ball, there's no doubt about it. But there it goes, boom! And he does it. It's going live. It's going deep, deep, deep. Do they collide? No, they don't. A nice catch by left center fielder number 44. That's Maddox back there who picked that one off. As Hutchison gives us a not too happy look, but he's a good power hitter all the same. And as you can see, we have some lovely ladies enjoying the game tonight. Hi, girls. Hi. Okay. Oh, excuse us. Back to the game here, guys. We thought you'd appreciate that. Oh, you look good in red, though. Oh, and here's the hit. Let's get back to this game here. It's out to center field. He's going to take one. That's 69. That's Stanley of the Stanley Oil Empire here in Nashville. In fact, it shouldn't be called Faron-Young team. It should be called a Stanley team, as many as you all are on the team. 69, too. I bet he likes that number. We hope you all appreciate all these off-the-wall comments by this announcer, because we're having fun. Hope you are. Drink another beer. Hey, oh, he couldn't handle it. Too hot, and he slides into second. He's safe. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Second baseman could not hang on. That was Henderson. Henderson's had some problems tonight with the ball. That was number 9. Gwynn, number 9, who hit that one. A nice little hot ball over to second, just right at second base, and Henderson just couldn't hang on to it. So, no outs, 2 men on, and that brings up King, third baseman. King has shown us some stuff in the past, so let's see what he does now. And the deliver, the pitch. Oh, a little popper. Will he get it? Is he going to get it? No. Nice try by catcher Hess on the part of the Faron-Young team, but it just went over the fence there. So, as Skeet looks over the field, checking everybody out, we have a Pan Am 737 getting ready to land, and Hess delivers. And yes, sir, there goes King, popping it deep to left. He's out of there. They tag up. Here's the run. Ooh, he slides into third. That was number 69. A good run by Stanley. And second is going to be Gwynn advancing to second. So, King flies out to left fielder. Wills is playing left. Sorry about that. Wills with a good catch, but they advance 2. So a man on second, man on third. And I believe that's 1 away. We have some controversy out here on the field. They're saying that the first runner left too soon, and we're not going to comment on that because we didn't really notice. So, let's play ball, guys. So, that's 2 away, and that should be Dotson up. Yep. That's Dotson, second baseman for Faron-Young. And Dotson looks it over. Strike! So it's on anything goes here. Run if he hits. Here's the pitch. And he tops that one up over to the grandstands. So at 2 strikes against Billy Dotson. He has to come through. There's 2 away, 2 strikes, 2 men on, 2-2-2. Isn't that a number or something? And he's got a piece of that one too. So that's it. So, unfortunately, he retires the team when they needed some runs. So the score at the top of the 5th is Faron-Young 6 and the Knockers 13. We'll be back. Oh, welcome to the bottom of the 5th. The score is still 13-6 in favor of the Knockers, who are at bat now. They've been somewhat dominating this Faron-Young team just by getting some good hits in. Basically, the ball playing all around and fielding has just been about even on the teams, believe it or not. Comparable errors, if you will, on both sides. So we've just had a little. The Knockers have been just a little bit stronger hitting team, is what the story of this game has been. So, at bat for the Knockers that's D-Rack 1. Is going to be, gosh, I can't see. But I'll tell you right here, that's 45, I believe it is. A nice one-hop catch out there by left fielder. Nope, that's 44, I'm sorry. That's Maddox, left center, hit that ball for the Knockers. And there goes an American Airlines 727 over. So that brings Steve Mock up, third baseman, for the Knockers. Mock and the Knocks. It could be a rock and roll band right there, guys. You ought to give it some thought. And he definitely pops one up. Steve gets one over here. Oh, a good catch. There he goes off to second. No, it cuts him off at second base. Good catch and good throw by right fielder Stanley for the Faron-Young. That's, no, excuse me, Rick Trammell. I'm sorry. Sorry about that, Stanley. That wasn't you. That was Rick Trammell playing right field. He held Maddox at first. So that'll be Scott up at bat for the Knockers. Scott looking the ball over. He drills it deep over to left fielder. Nice catch. Still keeping number 44 Maddox on first base. They're not letting him move. This Faron-Young team is starting to play some heads-up ball. So, that should be Wingo up to bat, right center fielder. And he doesn't like the first pitch, ball one. Here's the pitch. That's going to be ball two. As Lane looks over the field and delivers, that's going to be ball three. Ball three. Here's the pitch. Ball four. Take your base. This Faron-Young team cannot afford to do that. Not at this point in the game. The bottom of the fifth is the wrong time to start walking a team that's already 6 points ahead of you. Actually, 7 points, excuse me. So, with two men on, we've got Skeet at bat, or excuse me, Barnes. And Barnes drills one to second base. He touches the bag, he's out of there, and that's 3 away. So, no score for the Knockers in this inning. As we go to the top of the sixth, we'll be right back. Okay, welcome to the top of the sixth inning. The score is still 13-6 in favor of the Knockers. Wonder how they got that name. I'm sure somebody will tell us. Faron-Young at bat. Strike one. I believe that's Trammell. Yes, it is. And Trammell pops it right over to left field. He's out. One up, one away. As Wills comes in and makes the catch. That's one away. So, here comes another Stanley of the Stanley Oil Empire. Local boys made good here in Nashville. And he pounds one right over to left field again. There goes Wills back, and that's 2 away. One of the busiest people tonight on the Knockers team. So that's 2 away. And here comes, I believe it's Lane, the pitcher for Faron-Young. And they definitely need some points on the old chalkboard at this point in the game. Strike one. Count of 0-1. One the count. The pitch. He swings, he hits a little popper right over to shortstop, and they retire. 3 up, 3 away as we go to the bottom of the sixth. We'll be right back.
Is being brought to you as a service of Mr. Gaddy's Video. Any reproduction, rebroadcast, or profitable excursion from the use of this videotape without the express written consent of Mr. Gaddy's Video is prohibited.
And we're back at the bottom of the sixth. He hits it deep, deep, deep to right field. He's out of there. Ooh, hey. Nice catch there by Trammell. Nice catch. So, that's going to bring up, well, too late. Don't even have time to look. It's going deep. They got 3 or 4 coming in. Hey, another nice catch. Tell you what, this looks like 3 up, 3 down. That was Wills that hit that one and Skeet before him. So 2 up, 2 away. As I believe that was Stanley that came in and caught that ball. That's going to bring up second baseman Henderson. As Lane delivers, Henderson gets a strike. And he pounds that one. There's back. That ball is caught and out. That's 3 up, 3 away. And we just did away at the 6th inning with nothing happening at all. That's the quickest one we've had so far. Hey, we'll see you shortly. Well, we'd like to welcome you to the top of the 7th inning with the score 13-6 in favor of the Knockers. We hope you all are enjoying lots of beer and drinking plenty of pizza. Boy, that isn't going to work. How about eating plenty of pizza?
I'll do both.
Yeah, we have a comment here. We will do both, no doubt. If gratuities are always appreciated to this poor announcer, he does have a dry throat, so if anyone feels willing, I'll be more than happy to sip one with you. Oh, boy, they're going to fire me tomorrow for sure. So, here we go. It's top of the 7th inning. It's do or die for Faron Young at this point. Guys, it's now or never for all the marbles, the big potato, whatever you want to call it, this is it. The last chance. Strike one. And he hits it deep. That ball is gone, and caught. That was Stanley hitting that ball, and it was caught. A beautiful over-the-head catch. So, I believe that was, well, sounds like Mike. That must have been Mike catching that ball. Yeah, it was Wingo, right. Mike Wingo catching that ball. So that's one away. So here comes Collier. For bat for Faron Young. Collier looking it over. Didn't like what he saw. One up, one away. Here's the pitch, the swing. Just over third base head. That's going to be a base hit. Yes, sir, Bob. So he holds him up at second. Nope. Keeps him on first. Did not try to go to second. Smart on Collier's part. They got one away and a man on. And here comes Hutchison. Hutchison with his very unusual stance, who we've grown accustomed to now, but is known as a power hitter and does hit the ball deep. So Hutchison at the plate. With Skeet looking it over. Skeet delivers. There's the pitch. Hutchison lets it go by for ball one. Here's the pitch. Ball two. We have one out. Top of the 7th. Faron Young is now or never. Strike. Strike two with a 2-2 count. Well, you can't stand there too much longer. This boy's going to have to swing. Can't go down like this. There it is. He looks at it. Oh, here it comes right over the right field. He's going back. It's foul ball. Foul ball. So, Hutchison is out of there. Don't really like that rule myself. I'm sure you all don't either. The third strike being or actually a foul on the third strike. Well, you know what I'm trying to say. I'll be okay here after the game. So, that's 2 away. Man on. That brings up Stanley. Another one of the famed Stanley Oil Empire. He drills it. That's a good hit ball. One bounce. He caught it. They caught a scoop. He's out of there. He is out of there. A nice diving catch by number 44. So, that brings us to a close of this ball game. We hope you all have enjoyed it. The final score, the Knockers are dominating 13, and Faron Young playing a strong 6. We hope you enjoyed the game tonight. I'm Chip Ayers, your probably bizarre announcer, and William Booker on camera. Again, we hope you enjoyed the game. We hope you're drinking lots of beer and eating lots of pizza and just having a good laugh at this ball game. Remember, if you all would like copies of the game, please see me, Chip Ayers, your announcer, as soon as this tape is over, which is about now. So we hope you all had a good time here. We enjoyed it. Hope you have us back again. Y'all have a good evening, and thank you for coming to Mr. Gaddy's. So for Chip Ayers and William Booker, this is another evening. We're gone. Goodbye.